Light novel Peerless Heavenly King Chapter 1 The Strongest Soul. Tang Wanshui. This is a pretty suffocating girl who can instantly draw everyone's attention to any occasion where she appears. The pride on Zheng Shan's face instantly turned into fear. Looking at the girl walking towards this side, she secretly called, "Not good." The position she was beaten by the girl last time, she felt pain again. Zheng Shi, there is a species, and you are protected by women every day. Zheng Shan left a sentence and took the person away quickly. Zheng Shi looked at Zheng Shan with a smile on his face. "I'm afraid to do this. You will envy your jealous death." When Zheng Shan heard this, his walking body hit a stagger and almost fell to the ground. Tang Wanshui approached Zheng Shi and looked at his wet clothes. He fell into the mud of his body because of his fall. With his talents, it would be inevitable if he would not be taken away from Wuhan and enter the Xuanming school and become an inner disciple of the Xuanming school. But God is so cruel that he was born in a branch of the Zheng family. Overnight, he became a genius and became a waste in the eyes of others. Zheng Shi looked at Tang Wanshui, whose eyes were a little wet, and showed a bit of a wry smile. He even fell to the point of being sympathetic by the little girl. "Who bullied you? Look at your red eyes." Zheng Shi raised his hand and scratched Tang Wanshui's nose. "I'll go to avenge you." Tang Wanshui shrank her nose, her small mouth pouted, and released her cuteness completely, saying, "Who dares to bully me? I don't bully people, they're lucky. I'm here to see you, otherwise, if you were washed away by the waterfall. Where can I find such a good brother?" Her face was full of happiness. 4 years ago, she was still a snotty girl with a snot on her mouth. Younger than her, not only did not like her, but also bullied her. Only Zheng Shi ignored her ridicule and became her best friend. From genius to waste, Zheng Shi said nothing, but she knew that his heart must be painful. Zheng Shi stroked her hair. "Little girl, I can carry this waterfall. Go back." "Okay." Tang Wanshui knew that Zheng Shi's temperament was stiff, and if he overexposed his intention, he would hurt his self-esteem, and nodded and walked toward the house together. After the two separated, Tang Wanshui did not leave but held his fist in front of Zheng Shi's back. "Brother Zheng Shi, I will definitely help you get Wuhan back. Little girl, you alone can't help him recapture the Wuhan." A gray-haired old man appeared silently behind Tang Wanshui and said, "What's the matter?" "Only by agreeing to my proposal. Can you help him?" I, Tang Wanshui said with hesitation in his eyes. "Uncle Qin, will you let me consider it again?" "Hey, all right," Qin Bo said with a sigh. "Follow me. It is your most correct choice. If this kid is really prosperous, there will naturally be great development in the future. Or he can still find you." Zheng Shi walked into the courtyard and looked at the people gathered in the courtyard curiously. How could the family members suddenly concentrate in the family's courtyard square? What happened? Zheng Desheng, who rarely shows up as a family owner, is pointing at the painting on hand and saying something to everyone. "I just received an order from Optimus, saying that this person stole their baby and broke into our celestial city generation. Optimus is sending a full search. Whoever catches this person, in addition to getting a reward, can also have the opportunity to become an inner disciple of Qing Tianzhao. Become a disciple of Optimus. I'm not wrong." Upon hearing this, the disciples of the Zheng family showed surprised eyes in their eyes. Qing Tianzhao is an immortal sect that is as famous as the 5 ancient nations. That is the top power, claiming to command hundreds of millions of territories. They have existed on our Tianwu continent for millions of years, let alone become their disciples. It's hard to find their place. They have always sent people to recruit disciples below. As for the conditions for recruiting disciples, it is extremely harsh. It is said that none of the million people can meet their conditions. And even if they are recruited, they are nothing but outside disciples. Only after layered selections can they become internal disciples. Unexpectedly, they gave such a reward this time. Grab that person and directly become an inner disciple. Becoming an inner disciple of Qing Tian Zhao, this is a step in the sky. I must catch that person. The disciples of the Zheng family were shining brightly, wishing to catch that person now. Inner disciples of Qing Tian Zhao. Zheng Shiyi's gasp immediately became heavy. If he could become an inner disciple of such a long-standing religion, he could easily kill Zheng Tianyu by virtue of this identity. Even the fatherland did not dare to resist. I have to take a good look. Zheng Shiyi squeezed away the crowd and walked over. When he saw the person in the portrait, it was the one in his room. And he was stunned.